on to the final talking point this evening, and that is about Liverpool looking to potential replacements for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Frimpong has been linked already over the last couple of months anyway. There's a lot of defensive deficiencies about his game. I think if you look at him on FB Ref and you analyse his game, plays in a system at Leverkusen when he won the league last season, practically plays as a right winger in Xabi Alonso's setup as well. But for me, he's got the athletic ability. He is one of the quickest fullbacks in European football. Could he come to Liverpool? Sounds. I wouldn't be against it. And the main thing with Frimpong as well, Reds, if no one's seen this year, he has got I think it's a 35, 40 odd million pound release clause, which is, you think about his quality. He, for me, is one of the most athletic fullbacks. And that's one aspect that Trent has not had in his game. Trent, if he had Kyle Walker type pace, would have been one of the greatest ever fullbacks known to man, like ever. But the one thing when he analysed Trent and Liverpool shares over the years is he's not quite had that recovery pace. But with Frimpong, I know everyone says defensively he's not had a lot. Obviously, Bayer Leverkusen played with 3 centre halves. That Tapsoba, obviously had the other Ecuadorian, Hincapi as well, Jonathan Tah, where obviously the plays a base 3 and then obviously expands where obviously he starts in a 4 and then it shifts into a 3, and then obviously Stanisic was when they won the league as well. He's back at Bayern Munich as well this season. But when he was playing for Bayer Leverkusen a year before, he is very much it's a great shout there. K-Mac as well. Pedro Porro. So, yeah, Reds, it's going to be interesting. Quickly back to that one, K-Mac, in a sec, mate. But, yeah, with Frimpong, everyone says defensive duties. But I think if he was to come to Liverpool, I think he's got that extreme, explosive pace, really. Because, yeah, I think that's one aspect you need in the Premier League is to be very quick. I know everyone says he's not the tallest of full-backs anyway, but unless you're playing in a Sean Dyche Burnley system or an Atletico Madrid or even an Arsenal Football Club where you're playing 4 centre-halves across your back line, where they're all like 6'2", 6'3", but Liverpool are not about that anyway. But maybe, just maybe, Liverpool might go with a bit more of a taller full-back and a bit more defensively minded. But Frimpong, certainly from attacking perspective, if you want to have a bit more marauding down that right-hand side, and especially if you've seen the comments from Dominic Szoboszlai from Salah this season, especially this month anyway, where he spoke about his understanding with Arne Slot, saying that he spoke to Arne and he's not doing as much defensive duty as Salah. So down that right-hand side, we need a bit more pace down that right-hand channel, if I'm being honest. Because Dominic Szoboszlai, he's got about 7 lungs, that fella, but he can't do it on his own. And if you had Frimpong, I think athletic ability and certainly, and the most important thing about Arne Slot as well, Arne Slot makes players better. Who would have thought Gravenberch would have been this good this season? All of us were saying, oh, we need a 6, we need a 6, we need a 6. And then Gravenberch just went, nah, boys, we're sound. I'm going to win us in the league. Not just him on his own, but he's like, and that's where it's Arne Slot. So, like, if Frimpong was to come in, we all trust Arne to make him a better player. And that's the most important thing about, and this is where the world of football, where transfers. Of course, there's one about a right back coming in, but it's all about getting the best out of your players currently. But if you're bringing in a player, making them better individual players as well. And if Frimpong was to come into Liverpool's system, I think he'd do really well. I might be completely wrong, but that's just my honest opinion anyway. And then we'll speak about Conor Bradley, and we'll get to K-Mac and his comments, and any suggestions for right back, do get them in the comment section below as well. The other section of that, Conor Bradley, we've got him at the football club at the minute. He's 20 odd years old, and I get everyone's going about this season. He's been absolutely rinsed on a couple of occasions by a couple of wingers, but as I said, with Gerrard and Carragher and certain individual players, even Joel Quanta's making mistakes, but he's allowed. He's a young player. He's a young defender. If these defenders, young players for Liverpool, weren't making mistakes, like in life, if you don't make mistakes, you're not going to learn anyway. And yes, it's frustrating, but we've just won the league. And Joel Quanta's made a couple of mistakes. That sounds. we're all an intelligent fan base as well. We allow, and that's the main thing as Liverpool, for the next 20, 30 odd years, we've got to allow certain individual players when they come in to make their mistakes. Because if you don't, like Gerrard and Carragher wouldn't been able to have had the career that, because they made numerous mistakes, and younger players that have come into the football club as well. So Conor Bradley, he certainly needs an upturn and an improvement in his performance level. But what Conor Bradley could benefit massively is, say, if K-Mac mentioned Porro or even a Frimpong come in, that's some squad depth. That is some squad depth. And what does competition do to a player? It raises their level astronomically. It raises the level. Liverpool in the 70s and 80s, there was 2 great players in every position. That's what's part and parcel of being a great football club. And most importantly, especially down the right-hand side, and bringing the expectation levels, that's how you become a more consistent team on a season-upon-season basis, bringing in quality across all areas of the pitch. Like, you shouldn't be content. We shouldn't be having positions in the squad, especially right back as well, where players are just happy to sit on their hands knowing that they're going to be getting picked. That's, for me, not how winning is a consistent basis and fabric or vision for the club. Got to have competition in every single position, right back most importantly as well. But Conor Bradley, I do feel he's got the utilities, he's got the quality to be Liverpool's first choice right back. But he's still a young lad anyway, and for me, he's got the quality to play in a Arne slot system as well. And certainly he's got a lot more pace compared to Trent, if needs be as well. Obviously, given he was a cross-country runner, he could have been a professional cross-country runner. But given his athletic ability and his lung capacity, that's certainly suited him extremely well in becoming the right back, in which, and especially from an international point as well, he's done really well. And he's still only 21, 20 odd. He's done to do well. And I think personally, I would go with Trent. I'd go with Conor Bradley with the idea of him being Liverpool's first choice, but then bringing in a player of a Pedro Porro or a Frimpong, someone to come in and then compete. Because with Liverpool Football Club, we should be having 2 good players in every single position. And that's how you win consistently, really. Not just looking into next season, but looking past that as well, and winning and winning and winning and winning. We want to be in a position where we're not getting tired, but you can never be sick of winning trophies. Just be a bastion of invincibility, like Shankly said all those years ago. They are privileged to play for you as well. So it's going to be one of them. But K-Max mentioned another great player. A player that is sadly wasted at Tottenham Hotspur. Look at Pedro Porro if Spurs don't get into Europa, into Europe next season as well. 100% there, K-Mac. I think stylistically, and obviously he's been great. Definitely check out Anfield Index as well. Dave and Bart have done some great shows already this season where you've looked at the data, but stylistically and data-wise, Pedro Porro, when you look at it, he's the most similar. I think when anyone's been doing their analyst shows as well across the board in Liverpool scene, Pedro Porro, statistically speaking, is the player that comes the closest, really, compared to Trent. So, want to keep an eye out there, K-Mac. I think he'd do a good job. But, yeah, I think if he was to come in, it'd help massively compete with Trent. But for my personal choice, I'd love to go with Frimpong. Because you're dealing... The main thing with Pedro Porro as well, though, K-Mac, you'll know and everyone knows, you're dealing with Daniel Levy, one of the worst negotiators in European football. Say if Liverpool did want Pedro Porro, they'll probably whack a 50, 60 million pound bid in. A price tag, sorry. And if that's the case, go and get Frimpong 35 odd million. And that's a buyout as well, so you're just getting him straight away. And I think Frimpong, even though he's a little bit of a Scouse lingo, like, what I la? Because I think we've all seen the injury, so he's getting accustomed to the Scouse accent as well. Yeah. So, and he's already got... This is why I do think it will be Frimpong coming in a couple of weeks' time, Reds. He's already got Gakpo, he's got Gravenberch, he's got a Dutch manager. If you're a Dutch player, and even, you know me, chat, of being a big admirer of Frankie de Jong for many of a year, you're not getting him from Barcelona because he's on about £10 million a week. But yeah, Frimpong, I do think he will come to Liverpool. So that's Conor Bradley and Frimpong we mentioned. You just mentioned K-Mac, great shout there as well in the Wales. It's Grav's numbers are so far ahead of any other midfielder in the Wales. It's just scary. And he's only 23. Yeah. The main thing, K-Mac, is we win Champions Leagues. We win Premier Leagues. This is how you retain players. Winning trophies. Bringing in the best calibre of players into your football club to win, and win again. That's what we need to do. That's how you... And I know everyone go, oh, Trent's left, but Trent had... And that's the thing. There will be... Hopefully there won't be any more players, but if there is, then sound. If they don't want to be part of this football club, especially if we're winning Premier League on a consistent basis, and we start winning more Champions League under Arne slot, well, yeah. We are the place to be. We are the place to be as a right back. Any right back or anyone coming into Liverpool. Chat, how old's Dumfries? I don't know why. I know TNT's mentioned Dumfries there. Chat, how old's Dumfries? I think he swears about 27, 28. I think Dumfries. Maybe 1 second here. I know Arne is a free transfer in the summer, but he's 29. Arne. Hang on, be 1 second. Dumfries. Shout out to him. He got 2 goals and an assist. Against Barcelona, or was it 2 assists, 1 goal anyway? 1 second here, chat. See how we are. Inter. Obviously, he's a former PSV fullback as well. Chat, how old is it, Dumfries? 29. Nice one, came back. Yeah, 29. That's not the type of profile, the age range really Liverpool will be looking at. I think Frimpong ticks all the boxes, and I'm guessing Pedro Porro's not the oldest as well. I think he's probably about 23 to like about 25, is he? 26? Because even if he's in that age bracket, then he's fantastic. He'll be absolutely fantastic, really. Yeah. Obviously, he played Manchester City's academy as well, didn't he? You look back on that Manchester City academy, chat. Yeah, this is why I do think it makes sense, Reds. Like some transfers you look and analyse, the biggest one is the fact that Frimpong's got a buyout. It alleviates any absolute utter nonsense speaking with agents. Get him in and you bring him in. You've got your right back position sorted. Because you'll have him and Bradley going for sound. Could you imagine the rotation between them two? Wow. And that's only going to make them better players as well. They're similar. Obviously, Bradley's just a bit younger than Frimpong. So obviously, Frimpong will be coming in. Frimpong's won the Bundesliga title. He's an experienced fullback. And again, everyone's going, oh, defensively. But Arne Slot will make him a better defender. But the one thing with Frimpong, he's got electric pace. One of the quickest, if not the quickest, in the top 3 of quickest fullbacks in Wales football. Yeah, so it'll be good. Dumfries, too old. Arne, too old anyway. Maybe if Arne was... He's had a great season, by the way, chat. We all know that. But if he was like 25, 26, then I think Liverpool, and especially given he was a free transfer this summer as well, I think Liverpool would have all been over that player as Arne. But sadly, 29 years old, too old. But Reds, as I said, and if you are watching on the repeat, do let us know your thoughts in the comment section below in regards to Liverpool bringing in a right back for Liverpool as well. Maybe 1 second there, chat. Oh, the chat's just refreshed. Is more offensive than Trent, and Trent has been held back a lot under Arne Slot. Apparently interested as to type of offensive right backs. Yeah, and that's the thing, innit? Would be someone to be looked at. Big up there, my captain. Yeah, he's a good player, but no doubt in his quality. Yeah, as I said, and he's a free transfer, but I think what we need to be doing is thinking a bit more long term, really, in terms of developing a right back that is a bit more younger. But if you were to bring in a right back that's got that experience, and Arne has been absolutely everywhere in European football, by the way, chat, before his move. I think he's played in La Liga. He plays across in a couple of big leagues in Europe as well, so it's going to be one of them. But I wouldn't be against Arne coming in on a free transfer, as long as he stayed fit anyway. He's had a very good season this year, and especially playing in a more defensive structure of Forest. If that was the case, then it'd be sound as well. But yeah, big up there, Gareth. I'll get to your comment in a sec, bud. Trent is just on his own. But he's just there, yeah. Alele, happy days, 20 times. Yeah, I get your frustration, bud, and 100%. If anyone's just tuning in for the first time, make sure you do rewind anyway. We spoke about Trent. We spoke about Everton as well. And if you are new around here, Reds, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. On the road to 10,000 as well. You're absolute legends. But much appreciate anyone that's just tuning in for the first time. So yeah, big up there. It's the Irish in me there. Can big up there, mate. I know you're a Manchester United fan, but at least you're not you're a sensible United fan anyway. But I think that's a compliment if it is. But yeah, it's certainly the Irish in me with the hair anyway. Strawberry blonde, or as some people say, Ron Weasley red anyway. But it's out. All good. But yeah, nice one both for your comments. Pick up there, Harris is trying to get rid of Delo. Yeah, it's alright. You sound, mate. Nice one for your offer anyway, mate. But yeah, I think Pedro. And speaking of like Pedro Porro, obviously former Sporting Lisbon fullback, maybe Amarin might go in for him for Manchester United, because he's certainly obviously. Oh no, sorry, I'm completely wrong. He didn't play. Pedro Porro didn't play at the same time for Sporting, did he? No, he didn't. Yeah, but he's used to that system, kind of, maybe. But yeah, big up there, Gareth. How are we, bud? Give me 1 second here, fella. Make that smaller. Oh, sorry there, chat. I can't think of many leaving us in thriving. Loads of not. Coutinho, Mane, Hendo, Torres. And that's the big one there, Gareth. The main one is Torres. And everyone goes, oh, Torres left, but we got 50 million. As you know, Gareth, we got 50 million for Torres. And Torres was absolutely crocked at the time as well, wasn't he? But yeah, carried on to be elite. Trent must know this, but it's about the money as well. Yeah, it's all about the money and his experience, mate. Because if it was about winning trophies, Gareth, it'd still be at Liverpool, mate. Because as we've said already on the top of the show, if anyone's just tuning in for the first time, go back and rewatch it anyway. But yeah, it's all about Liverpool's never been in a better position as a football club than it has been now. If Arne keeps on continuing to win, and let's hopefully that is the case, but we bring in the quality as well. So I'd agree there, Gareth. Good to see a couple of new faces in the comments as well, but yeah, absolute legends. Bradley Swifts won the Irish Cup. Happy days there. Old team. Dungannon Swifts won the Irish Cup. Is that in Hurling, or is that like a football club, Tom? Happy days there. But yeah. But Reds, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much. As I say, Reds, I'm doing so much for Anfield Index as well, and that is me full-time job as well, Reds. So it's always good to catch up with yous, even if it's not as regular as possible. But I'm enjoying it, Reds. If you haven't already done so, head over to Anfield Index as well. A massive thank you, as we've just smashed 10,000 subscribers as well. But I know a lot of people have come over from my channel over to Anfield Index, and I always see you in the comments on other people's shows as well. So I know he's a very good, absolute legends for that. In supporting me, on supporting everyone on their shows as well. Much appreciated, Reds. As I said, little chit chat. 20 times Reds have won the league. That's what it's all about. And yeah, maybe next season we are in the same position now that we found ourselves winning the Premier League. I know we're in such a very good. Tom, you've used the word soccer. We know football's massive in America. And shout out, it looks like, and as we've said already over the years as well, in regards to footballer, it's so good. It's for the American audience, soccer as well. But yeah, the Premier League is massive in America, chat. Like, if anyone doesn't know, if everyone thinks like the English market, but the American market for the Premier League, and it looks like all the American channels are trying to get Carragher and Gary Neville over there, which is understandable because that's where the money is, really. There's more money in the bigger deals and the bigger, obviously, sports channels over there, because it is the hotbed really of America, because that is the biggest market for the Premier League in America. The amount of millions of people in America, but I can understand why they're trying to get Carragher and Neville over there. They're trying to slowly get them over there, but it depends. I'd like to see Carragher stay in England, but obviously he does quite a fair bit with if anyone's not seen, is it what's it? Mika Richards and Thierry Henry, is that television company that they work for? Not CMT. Paramount. Yeah, that news channel anyway. That we know the show. But it's always a good laugh. Looks like a good laugh anyway. But yeah, whatever. If Jamie does go over there, they'll go and smash it anyway. But yeah, Reds. It's been a long show. Massive thank you for everyone that's tuned in, even if you are in. So now we've covered quite a lot of bases. But as I said, Reds, massive thank you. Look after yourselves, and yeah, as I said, keep on heading over to Anfield Index as well. Keep on supporting them, because they're doing a lot for me massively as well. And I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. And yeah, always learning. Yeah, CBS. There we go. Nice one, bud, for that. CBS. There we go. That's it. Happy days there. Yeah, so they're doing really well. You said it was like in the jackets. Oh, happy days. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there we go, bud. Happy days there. Yeah. I'd say I'd like to give Haaland a go, but I wouldn't last 2 seconds because I'd absolutely be covered in bruises. But it's a very talented sport anyway. Yeah. But yeah, Gaelic football, yeah. There we go, mate. But Reds, look after yourself. Enjoy it. Start of your weekend. If you've not already wore your Liverpool gear, if it's a scarf, it's a shirt or whatever, try and incorporate a bit of Liverpool gear into your work attire this week anyway or whatnot, because we are going to be unbearable up until the beginning of next season, because rightly so, Liverpool 20 times Premier League champions, if you didn't know. But Reds, see you very soon, and as always, Reds, massive thank you.